inglés.
Hola, it's Ruth Finswaite here from Sombrero Time, and we are at La Mission. It's a primary and secondary school in Los Cabos, San Jose. And I'm here with Lisa, and she's an English teacher, and we've gotten to know each other this week as we've had our 3 kids here. She's Raquel's English teacher, but I wanted you to get a little taste of the kind of teachers that they have here. We talk a lot in the States about global citizenship, and she truly is a global citizen. So Lisa, tell us a little bit about your background, where you've lived.
Okay, hi. Well, I was born in Zambia in Southern Africa and lived there for the first 6 years of my life, and then I lived in Botswana until I was 12 when I finished elementary school. Then moved to Ireland. From Ireland went to university in England, studied French and Spanish at university. From there on, the world was my oyster. I started to travel. I ended up getting a scholarship to come here. Mexico is back in 1995. Met my husband during that time. Returned to Mexico to work again in on an ESL program in a university in Querétaro, and worked for another year in Mexico in a separate year. Following that, lived a stint in Oregon as well, in Eugene, Oregon. Married, came back to Mexico, had my 3 children here, lived in Morelia, Michoacan, which is in the center of Mexico. And now we live in Los Cabos, happy, and we're going to be here for a while, I think.
That's great. So you speak French, English, and Spanish?
Well, I haven't spoken French since I graduated, so I understand it, read it still.
Yeah.
But to hold a conversation fluently, no, I need a little brush up though. But Spanish and English, yes.
That's great. And how do you feel like living in these different places has helped you kind of broaden your horizons and be able to move and be flexible?
I've always considered myself flexible, definitely. I consider myself a chameleon almost. I just adapt to the environment that I live in. Obviously, I think it was much easier when I was younger. Definitely traveling with family makes it harder because you have so many other people to take into consideration. Speaking Spanish, obviously I can live anywhere in Mexico, anywhere in Latin America. Yeah. When I was younger, I lived in Spain for a while. Just not having that fear of the culture and who will understand me, will I find a doctor if I get sick, etc. All those fears disappear. Yeah. And even just something as simple as looking for a job. Obviously I'm an English teacher, so I would be interviewed in English, but then I integrated with all the other teachers, Mexican teachers, very easily. I've now set up a social network, friendship with them,
Yeah.
And just, it makes you more comfortable where you're living.
Exactly. Yeah. Now, why did you choose La Mission to work here? How did you find the school, and what are they about?
Okay, interesting. When I first came to Los Cabos, it was a visit. Obviously, we were just tentatively seeing if we would like it here, my husband and I. And we had friends here that were living whose daughters come to the school. They choose the school initially because of the ecology program that Mission has, which is unique to this area, and they're one of 3 schools in Mexico that have a farm on site.
Wow. Yeah.
Having said so, it caught my eye straight away. Obviously, when I arrived mid-academic year, so I just sent out my curriculum. When I did get an interview, I was really excited. I think they were pretty happy because the teacher left suddenly, and so I was brought on board.
Okay.
Then when I started this school, I was allowed to bring my 3 young children here. So all my kids are here. I have a son in 2nd grade and twin daughters in preschool. And Mission's wonderful for that because Carla Gonzalez, who is the owner of the school, she wanted to be able for a child to start in preschool and carry on until high school. So we have preschool, we have elementary, and we have middle school.
Yeah.
And the system that we use is cooperative learning, which is fantastic. I think you've been witness to a couple of the structures that we use. And all the children are based in a team, but not academically. They're based medium high, medium low, and low, so everyone can help in some way. Also, we really believe in the multiple intelligences.
Perfect.
So we have a wonderful curriculum, but also you know, involving art, theater.
lot.
We have ecology in there as well, sports. Everyone loves sports, of course, because
Yes.
of Profe Beto. And so it's just a really, you know, wholesome, well-rounded curriculum. And having, you know, the first day when I came on board, obviously I was nervous starting here, but there was one thing I guarantee, and many teachers have commented on this, all the children are happy.
Yes.
I mean, there'll be a sudden moment, obviously you'll see tears or there's a squabble, but every child is so happy here, and it's so nice to come to a school that's, the children feel safe, yet they have freedom, and you know, they're not just, it's not just classroom orientated, they get, you know, they're allowed to get out, they've got beautiful environments, and yeah, I mean, as long as they want me to work here, I'm in here for the long run, yeah.
One of the things that I've really noticed is that there is a very relaxed sense of nurturing the whole child, whether that's academic, socially, with the environment, connecting them to the garden, to the animals. They have a whole farm animal section, and yet there's still really great progress in the academics that I've seen when I've just observed what kindergartners are doing and what the second graders are doing, the fourth grade, because that's where Rachel, Jake, and Josh are. A lot of great learning is happening. So it's really fabulous. And this is really a great dual immersion situation.
Definitely.
So all the kids have half English, half Spanish, and they've got Canadians and Americans here that are great English models, and then they have the native Mexican children that are great Spanish models. So just love this school. Double thumbs up from Sombrero Time. Hasta luego. Thank you,
Bye,
Lisa.
adios. You're welcome.